Hey everyone, it's Amador, and I have been asked to do a little quick demo on my Teresa Collins Cut'n'emboss. There were when I showed this this belated Valentine's Day present from Nathan, a few people said that they hadn't even seen it, nor did they know about it, or if I can show how, just a quick demo on how to use it. Because the cool thing is with this machine, you can actually use, and you get a set of dies. You get two. And I showed this in my last video. You get two embossing folders, different platforms, and all the platforms that you need. And you can cut and emboss up into, it's like 8.5 by 20 or 24-inch paper. So that's pretty freaking cool because you could do like a full sheet. Now, just to test it out, I did run this red cardstock through it just to kind of, this thing is heavy as all hell. Like, seriously, like, I mean, it's not like you can't handle it, but I mean, it's heavy. But you want it to be heavy enough to be stationary, and it's all steel inside. It's all metal. So, so they did exchange it and everything. So here's, so it's working and everything, and it's all functional. I already tested it. So what you get is also this little booklet with the instructions, information, and then you get the recipes for the sandwiches, for the platforms. It's several different ones. So I won't have to keep messing around with this. Let me show you what I did. I went ahead and took the sheets, and I have them, and I laminated them. I don't know if you can see. I don't have an actual laminator, like the heat laminator. I used my Xyron. I have the large Xyron that does the 8.5 width, also like a full sheet. So I cut them, and now what I did do, I did cut them on the edges a little bit down, just for them to be smaller and just to use up less space. And it didn't take any of the information out. I did just cut a little bit off the top and some off the sides. But this way, and I have it on a little ring, so it's nice and sturdy now that it's actually laminated. And I can just hang this off to the side, hang it where I have my machine, because I am not fully aware of all of the sandwiches and everything that I need. Because you can use the thin dies, the thinlet dies. You can use embosslets. You can use the thick ones, the steel rule dies. And I'm going to practice with this fence. This is just a Sizzix fence, because one of the embossing folders is a wood grain. I figured, we get 2 for 1, I can still use it. So, but this way I have the sandwiches, and until I learn have these sandwiches by heart, I mean, I'm used to using my Big Shot, which there's just one sandwich, I mean, there's 2 ways to do it with thinlets and, and everything, but it's so much easier, and I'm not accustomed to all of these plates. And the reason why you have 2 A plates, a B, a D, there's a metal shim, and a magnetic sheet, that's because you can use this with any of your dies. And keep in mind, even when you use the Big Shot, the platforms, I have the magnetic platform, but the platforms that you have, the regular one, it has several different layers with several different flaps. So that's basically what you're doing with that. And like I said, it's laminated, it's pretty stuffed and sturdy. It's sturdy, not turdy, sturdy, and I can just hang it from the ring on my pegboard and everything, and it's right. Okay, so once it's connected correctly, you just press the button and the light's up. You can see the little blue light right there, and you're ready to go. This is electric and it's automatic. So let's check. First, we're going to die cut it with the Sizzix, and you look over here, it has Spellbinders, AccuQuilt, Sizzix, and it's just the die, the paper, and two A platforms. So let me go ahead and get that, and keep in mind. And the platforms, they're just like the other ones. You want to make sure that you rotate them and have one that's clean, so you can use it, have a longer life. So basically, it's in there, and this is how you do the sandwich, and you put it through, and you hear it. First time I've actually die cut anything. And you hear it, and then it releases it. You don't pull it, you don't push it. You can hear a little bit, you can hear it, it shuts itself off. And of course it's cut there. And here I have my die cut. Okay? So that is my die cut right there. and it has that crackling noise like all of the die cut machines, but you see how it's automatic. Now, that one didn't take too long because it's just the length of the die, but if you're doing a full thing, it takes a few seconds more. But you see how it's automatic? Once you get it to the actual motor, to the actual rollers, it automatically takes it, and you just have to catch it at the other end. So now we're going to do the embossing folder. Let me see, cutting dies, embossing folders. So the embossing folders has, the bottom is D, A, the folder with the paper, and another A. So this is the D plate, the thick one. We're going to get the A. I'm going to, let me put this aside. Here is the wood grain. And I'm just going to kind of look around for a good one, for a good spot. I just put it in there, close it up, and you use the D and A, then you do the other A, okay? So this is going to take the whole length of the machine. And the cool thing is, I just realized I wasn't saying anything. The cool thing is, if you have a bunch of small dies, like these metal dies, you can put a whole bunch on them and do all of that at once. And see, and it goes. So let me show you here. And the embossing folders, and the Teresa Collins embossing folders, fit 8.5 by 11 paper. So here is the paper. This is regular cardstock, but here you can see the wood grain. And like I said, this piece is ready for me to use. I forgot what I needed a fence for, but here it is. So yeah, so hopefully that, can't think of anything else. Like I said, it does fit embossing folders, cutting dies, the other dies. Let me see. Cutting dies, cutting dies with metal adapter. So yeah, I don't know if I think that pretty much covers everything. So it does all of that. I'm trying to think. I think that's, yeah. So hopefully that helps, like I said, and all you have to do is just push the button and turn it off, and you are set to go. So yeah, so there it is. Like I said, let me know, there's a good tip of using to make sure you have your recipe for the platforms. So the difference is, this one for my Big Shot is that, and let me show you. You know what? I should have measured it. That's what I meant to do. From the top, you will be using up a space of about 6 inches by about 12.25 inches. And this thing is about 6 inches high. So if you have that space, now you do have to have the space in the back and the front, you know, for you to use for the plates that come out. So, and this one, let me grab my Big Shot. This one, as you guys know, the width is 6 inches. So, and on this one, and like I said, Sizzix is coming out with the gray line. All it is the same damn thing that they've always had. Just like the ones, like the teal one, the vintage one, they have, you know, they're all the same. It's just a different color. And this one is the Express, and they have this one in the gray, in the new gray line. This is, and it's a same size, and it's just the electric. And this one goes, it's not connected. This one goes back, and this is the button to go back and forth. From what I understand, the Tim Holtz Vagabond, you have to open the plates, and you have to click a button for you to switch direction. So this, I did like this feature that it goes back and forth, but you know, it's like you win some, you lose some. And the other one has the wider plates, and you can use it for all of them also. And just electric wise. But like I said, this one was already jamming and everything. I'm still going to keep it. I'm still going to use it. Go back and forth. And I just have to figure out how I'm going to stage everything in my craft room. So, yeah. But let me see. Let me bring that one back and see if I can get it in the frame. And this one, if you guys know, it uses up the regular space that about 15 by 11 space for this one. And let's see here, I'm trying to think how I can position it. I'm gonna have to move the the phone up a little bit. So if I make you dizzy, I do apologize. So you can see both of them. Obviously, they don't go, this one's going this way and that one's that way. But this way you can see kind of, if you have a big shot, you can imagine more of the size of this in comparison. Let me see. See, because that's this right here. And you'll see you're basically looking almost the same width, just depending, like I said, you just have to have the space for you to move that back and forth. So yeah, so hopefully that helps you guys. I am totally satisfied with this. Like I said, I would personally prefer an electric one. It's a little bit more than the regular one, obviously, but if you plan to have several projects, this and that, it's to me, it's just more, it's just a lot better and less cranking and having to do with that. So, so yeah. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know, but hopefully that helps, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.